I'm going to run you guys through a quick parlay to make some money on UFC 309. Marcin Tybura versus Jonathan Deniz. Deniz, we're going to pick him as a slight underdog. He's got crisp boxing, and he has been in a training camp, whereas Tybura is kind of stepping up here on short notice. Damon Jackson versus Jim Miller. Whenever Jackson steps up to fight higher level competition such as Ige, Taporia, Quarantillo, whatever it is, he always seems to lose. I'm going to go with Jim Miller. He was very competitive, and, well, I would say he had his moments against Bobby Green. Chris Weidman versus Eric Anders. They got Anders as a favorite, but Anders has never fought anybody fucking good at all. He's all of his fights are against trash opponents. I'm actually going to pick Chris Weidman in this fight. Jonathan Martinez versus Marcus McGee. They got McGee as a favorite, and I like this guy a lot, but I'm going to go with Jonathan Martinez in this fight. He stood with Jose Aldo, and he looked pretty good. Eventually, he did get broken, but that's Jose Aldo we're talking about, and he didn't fight like a little bitch like Mario Batista did. The Fighting Nerds is a legit gym. Mauricio Rufy is going to be my pick in the next fight. He's 1-0 in the UFC, and he absolutely destroyed Malarkey. But, yeah, Mauricio Rufy, literally Conor McGregor 2.0. Dude, am I the only one who watches Paul Craig and wonders if he's ever taken a kickboxing class in his life? I mean, he's got one good body kick, and that's about it. I think Bo Nickal's going to absolutely starch Paul Craig. I mean, there is a chance that Bo, gets sloppy and dumb when he takes him down, but I think he could honestly knock him out on the feet. I'm going to say Bo Nickal drops him and ground and pound TKOs Paul Craig in the first round. Next up, the most highly anticipated and pointless rematch of all time. Charles Oliveira going to KO Michael Chandler yet again. Chandler, I could see him having a little bit more success in the first fight, taking a wrestle-heavy approach, but Chandler just has that need to get wild on the feet, and I think Charles is either going to find a submission in maybe the second or third round, or he's going to catch him and put him out. So I'm going Charles by finish in either end of round 2 or beginning of round 3. Major fight announcement, guys. Jon Jones versus Stipe Miocic. Yeah, I'll tell you what, that would have been badass like in 2020, 2019, but we're here in 2024. It's going to be Jon Jones winning this fight. He's just going to get Stipe to the ground, and eventually he's probably going to 12-6 elbow him. That would honestly be pretty ironic if he wins that way. But, yeah, I'm going to go Jon Jones, ground and pound TKO finish. I'm going to say in the third round. I just think eventually he's just going to get Stipe down, and he's going to be able to get him in a position where he's going to be able to land a lot of heavy shots or maybe get like a submission. But, dude, this fight would have been interesting 4 years ago. I mean, look what Reyes did to him back in 2020. Reyes definitely beat Jon Jones. So, like, dude, Stipe is literally a bigger, stronger Dominic Reyes. He's just out of his prime, man. He just is. He got brutally KO'd, and he hasn't fought in a long time. So, yeah, Jon Jones is going to win this fight. But, like, to be honest, who really cares? Tom Aspinall's the guy. Okay, so now I want to talk about Carlos Pratas, who just fought Neil Magny. Got a big KO win. It didn't even look like he hit him that clean, but I guess Pratas just has different level power because the second he touched Jeff Neal, he went out cold, face plant on the ground. Pratas defended takedowns pretty well because that's pretty much, if you pose any danger, Neil Magny's either just going to run away from you or shoot takedowns. And to be fair, he, fraud checks you if you don't have much potential. He just did it earlier this year against, was it Mike Malott? So, yeah, he'll fraud check you if, you suck. But, I shouldn't say that. He'll fraud check you if you don't have, top 15 potential is what I should say. So now that Pratas is in the rankings, I'm seeing for the most part that a lot of people think, oh, Jeff Neal would be a good matchup, which it would. I'm not going to lie. The timelines line up. Pratas just fought last weekend. Neil Magny fought. Not Neil Magny. What am I talking about? Jeff Neal fought, 2-3 weeks ago in UFC 308. So the timelines work out. You could throw that in like a February card, the Sydney, Australia card. That actually works out pretty good as a main card fight right there. Nice, intriguing main card fight. But hear me out. I got an interesting matchup that I want to put in your guys' heads and tell me what you think about this. So I think you could, have Pratas wait out a little bit longer because think about this. You're going to have a bit of a log jam at welterweight. You're going to have this, I think what they're doing is an interim title between Shavkat and Usman. That's what we're hearing. And then the winner's got to fight Bilal. And then there's JDM, who will probably pick up one more win, maybe against Covington, something like that. So you got guys who are going to be fighting for the title. So Leon Edwards, which is what I think would be a really interesting fight, really interesting striking battle between, a smart technician like Leon and a long-rangey KO threat like Pratas, who is rising through the ranks. The point is, Leon is going to have to get one, maybe 2 wins before we're, talking about him fighting for a title again, because of all the guys who are in that welterweight division who are about to be fighting for the title. So if you could market this as the champ is back, Leon Edwards coming to fight this long, rangy, dangerous striker out of Fighting Nerds, which, wow, what a gym. I mean, they got Prates, they got Bahalio, they got Rufy, they got someone else too. Do they have Gene Silva? I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure. But I think that right there would be a badass fight. Leon Edwards versus Carlos Pratas. I mean, I think Pratas, that's actually a good matchup for him, because the power is just different, and Leon likes to fight at range. So does Pratas, and Pratas has a lot more of a KO threat than Leon. I mean, yes, I know Leon put up Usman's lights out, but that was the perfectly timed shot. Okay, so he's not like going out here and just destroying guys with the power he has. He's the type of fighter to leg kick you and jab you for 5 rounds, and yeah, I think that would be a really interesting, badass fight. So yeah, that's all for today's video. Obviously covering some 309 picks and what is next for Carlos Pratas. I'm telling you, this guy's really good. I think he definitely has championship potential for sure. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and until next time, take it easy.